Oh, do you hear that sound? That's my espresso maker. It's like shutting off right now. In my kitchen, probably the espresso maker is the thing that I get most use out of because I love my coffee. Her name's Jura, and I'm like this. All right, Jura, can you calm down over there? I'm always talking to her. How weird is that? Hey, it's Weekly, it's Bob Harper, and you are in my house here in Los Angeles, California during this very challenging time, being in quarantine. Since my heart attack, what I eat, how I eat has become so important for me. I like to do a lot of my own cooking because I want to know everything that's in my food. Today, I am going to show you one thing that has become a staple during this quarantine, and it is my taco salad. It's delicious, but it's very, very fattening. So I am going to show you how I make it. I really do think that your kids are gonna love it. I think that you're going to love it. It's super easy, and I'm gonna take you through it right now. So let me show you the first thing that we have to do when you make this taco salad. Oh, by the way, I'm really excited because I am going to be doing a lot of live streams during this whole quarantine time for Survivors Have Heart. I'm going to be giving you a lot of different health tips, diet tips, recipes, and we're going to be taking it on the road virtually with these live streams. So I'm really excited about that. Now, look, I've already made this, which all I did was I browned some ground chicken breast, which means low fat, right? And then I just added in my taco seasoning, and that's it. So sometimes I would normally add an onion when I'm cooking this, but I didn't have one today, so there's not gonna be an onion in my meat. If you decide you don't want meat in this taco salad, easy. You can use a meatless ground, or you could just double up on the black beans. But if you're going to be doing that, make sure that you add the taco seasoning into the black beans, okay? So, and if you can see right here, I used a strainer because you just get a can of black beans, put it in your strainer. They're already gone now because I put them in a bowl. Let's go back over here. Here's what I want. You're gonna get a head of iceberg lettuce. I want you to cut it like you would an onion because it's very important that you really cut the lettuce really small. So I'm gonna take my big knife, I'm gonna cut it in half. And if you cut onions, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you just wanna take in a nice little cut all the way in, and then you cut through. Notice how it's already getting all kind of crazy. And now you just shred it. Make sure that the lettuce is really in small, less than bite-sized pieces. That's really important. So I've done that. So you get your lettuce, toss the lettuce. That's the first thing I do. Notice I cook the meat first because I want it to settle. So I don't want to put, like, you know, this ground chicken straight from the stove into my salad. I want it to just kind of cool off a bit. Don't get things that are pre-cut. You really need to learn your cutting skills. My friend Rachel Ray really instilled that in me because at first I was like, oh, I'm getting pre-cut things at the grocery store, and it was like, I don't know, it was like I kicked her in the shin or something. She was like, don't ever do that. That's crazy. So anyway, so now we've got our lettuce. From here, remember I told you we rinsed out the can of the beans? There's my beans. I'm gonna toss that whole can of beans in there. Black olives. Now, black olives can be optional. I love black olives. So, you know, I'd get the jumbo, the can of the jumbo ones. And I don't like them pre-sliced because, again, I want to cut myself. And it's too perfect looking. So, I just cut them myself. You know, doesn't need to be anything crazy. Doesn't need to be perfect. I don't like them to be perfect. During this really challenging time that we've been living in, one thing that I've been very aware of, and it concerns me a lot, is that people that could be at risk of having a heart attack are too afraid to call 911 if they are feeling the symptoms, right? You know, the sweating, the elephant on the chest feeling, those kind of things. If you are experiencing anything like that, I beg you, please call 911. Don't be afraid. I know it's a scary time right now, but you know what? Information is power, knowledge is power, and you can take care of yourselves and the people around you by just making that one call to 911. So please do that. Now, did my black olives, done. Have you noticed? There's no fat in the food yet. Hold on right there. So now I'm gonna get my meat. It's cooled down a bit. I'm gonna toss that in. Boom, that's done. My favorite part. Now here's where the fat comes in. I make sure that I reduce all the fat because I love a good chip. So get a really good chip, your favorite one, grab a handful, crush them, toss them into that salad. When I was shooting in Santa Fe, there was something called a Frito pie, and if you know a Frito pie, then you know a Frito pie. It's kind of like this, but without using Fritos, you're using tortilla chips. But let me tell you, you want Fritos instead? I'm all for it. So now, boom, that's in there. I don't put cheese in mine, but if you want shredded cheddar or maybe a mixture of cheddar and mozzarella, try that. Toss it in there. The dressing, I like a hot salsa. I'm gonna toss my hot salsa in there, and then a little salsa verde. Boom, that's in there. Guess what? You tossed it up. Make sure you give it a really good toss. Texas taco salad. Try it. Let's see if I can not make a mess here. Boom. I get the salad in there. In the bowl, non-fat Greek yogurt, add a little dollop on the top. So, Us Weekly, hope you enjoyed this. If you don't remember anything that I say, remember this. If you're experiencing any kind of symptoms of a heart attack, please call 911. I beg you, for yourself and for your families, you are loved. We are all gonna get through this time. I know it's been challenging. It's all about just trying to stay as positive as possible. Get your workouts in, set up a routine, call your friends. Don't feel like you're alone, because even if you might be alone, you're not. There are people out there that love you, okay? So thanks for coming to my house.